Prerequisite of this topic is to know about the regulatory authorities and government policies and their rules and regulation and how they impact on life cycle of industry or production or manufacturing, etc. So let's discuss about it in this video. So what is the objective of this PPT or this video? So we are going to study about the various regulatory bodies and their government policies and their affiliated government bodies regulation. So let's discuss it one by one. So let's start with the introduction. So as a history, you all guys know that before 20th century or until 20th century, there was no manufacturing industry in India, and that was a primary stage of India's pharmaceutical industry. The majority of drugs in India were imported from outside, and because of that, such spurious or substandard drugs were in our market, and because of that, there is so many complications were developed at that time, and this demand or this drug consumption demand in our country increased after First World War, as seen. So because of that, the government of India recognized that there is need of government regulation and government policy for the manufacturing or import of these drugs. So government of India has passed so many laws so far. So let's discuss it one by one. First act, that is a poison act that was passed by Parliament at 1990, and because this act has provision that the possession of substance or sale of substance as specified as a poison that is prohibited, and a specific section or specific penalties has been recognized or listed in that act. And another act, that is Dangerous Drugs and Drug Act, that was passed in 1930, that comes out that having a specific criteria, that is cultivation of opium plant or manufacture or poison of opium substance or import, export or etc. related to opium or narcotic drugs that were listed in this act. And second one, that is you all guys know that the Drug Cosmetic Act that was passed in 1940. This Cosmetic Act regularized the import, manufacture, distribution, and sale of drugs. The Act covered allopathy, homeopathy, Unani, and Siddha. Almost all every system of medicines covered by this Act. And another, their rule was passed in 1945. This rule contains the drug manufacturing rules and regulations and their import, and not for the consumptions or etc. They all even their price is been covered by this act. Another act that was passed in 1948, that was a pharmacy. That pharmacy act recognized the pharmacy and established the Pharmacy Council of India under this section. And another act, that was a drug magic remedies. There is so many magic remedies are there in villager areas or in local areas. So because of that, there is a need of to control these false or falsehood or substandard or spurious things in our market. So because of that, the government of India launched or introduced one bill that is in 1955 that controlled the drug of advertising in India, because there is so many advertisement in TV and etc. that these medicine cause or this medicine relief from something else, and because of that, the government of India has choose to launch these drug magic remedies in India specified. Indian Patent Act was passed in Parliament in 1970 that regulate the patent policy in India. And second one, that is second important act, that is Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substance Act that was passed in 1985. This act cover the this regulate the import, sale, or possession of narcotic substance and psychotropic substance, and they have a specific provision of penalties, etc. in this act. And second one is, that is Drug Policy Control Order. This act is primary aim of this act is to control the drug price in country. And that was passed in Parliament by Government of India in 1995, controlling the price for consumers. And India joined Paris Cooperation Treaty. That was that is a MOU, that was Memorandum of Undertaking, is signed by the government of India in 1999. That then include the import etc. in our etc. drugs from other countries in our country. So, the clinical trial registry in India was registered or was passed by the government of India under the provision under the committee of CDSCO in 2007 by the government of India. That includes the registration of CRO, that is a clinical research organization, or you can also say the contractual research organization. Another important act was passed by the recommendation of CDSCO, that is Pharmacovigilance Program in India. First time that was adopted by the CDSCO in 2010, and that was implemented slowly as of now. So now comes to next topic, that is objective of these various organizations. So their primary objective is to effective regulation of the drug requires variety of functions. So first, that is the evaluation of safety efficacy data from the animal or clinical trials. So these bodies primary aim to evaluate the safety and efficacy of any clinical trial or any clinical trial in a human subject or animal subject is to be evaluated at the primary stage. Second objective of these various regulatory bodies is to licensing, inspection of manufacturing facilities and distribution channels to ensure that the drugs are not contaminated or their quality should be maintained or sustained throughout the process. Monitoring adverse drug reaction for investigational or marketed drug. Suppose you are having an investigational drug or filed for the new investigational drug NDA. So it should be monitored. It should be controlled by the government bodies to maintain their efficacy or quality before their launch, and quality control of drug promotion advertisement to ensure the safety efficacy claim are accurate. Whatever company or whatever pharmaceutical company are claiming that the quality of their efficacy is this. So this should be evaluated or validated by the regulatory bodies. So in some countries, all the functions surrounding or related to the drug is regulated by under one single roof or one single regulatory agency. But in many countries, there is so many other regulatory bodies or agencies that regulate the different things in related to drug. So in India, there is only one single, that is ICH guideline, ICMR, sorry, ICMR and CDSCO and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. There is three regulatory bodies in India that controls whatever things related to the medicines. So furthermore, the WHO has developed the international panel for experts in medicines and law pharmaceutical development that is responsible for the recommending standard for national drug law regulation. So suppose you are a country's administration office. So WHO will recommend you according to your country's law and regulation and people's acceptance criteria. So every individual having a different acceptance criteria. So WHO individualize the things or experts according to that country. So WHO also recommend us something related to law regulation of drug in your country. So let's discuss what are the regulation bodies in India. So I have already discussed that there is three regulatory bodies in India, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, that is also known as CDSCO, and second one is Indian Council of Medical Research, that is also known as ICMR. In a current scenario, you guys all heard with this ICMR. And this ICMR, the government representative. Government represent the or their representative is a government union minister, government minister. Okay. So Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that these two organizations, that is CDSCO, ICMR, comes under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So you guys have to treat India as a two regulatory authorities based organization or country. One is the CDSCO and second one is ICMR. And the Ministry of Family Welfare is the head of these two organizations. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So let's discuss first regulatory body, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization (CDSCO). It's a CDSCO's head is appointed by the central government, and it works at both level, central level and state level. And its primary responsibility is to ensure safety, efficacy, quality of drug supplied to the public, whether it is imported or whether it is manufactured in our country. The organization has six zonal office as of now, and four sub-zonal office throughout the country, and 13 port office. That is, 13 port office is associated at the Goa primary. There is a Surat or Maharashtra, and other that is a Visakhapatnam. In Maharashtra, that is primarily at Mumbai, and seven laboratory under its control, that is also known as CSIR laboratories for the testing or etc. or whatever work is performed related to drug is performed in that laboratory. Another regulatory body, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, that is also known as ICMR. Its head is a Union Health Minister and is among the oldest medical research body in the world. And its primary work is to formulation and coordination of promotion of biomedical research, and it also fund the research, whatever research is going on in India. It also fund that research. It also release annually program to invite all researchers in our country to submit their proposal to approve for the approval or for the funding by the ICMR. It governs by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. That is, I already told you that its head is a Union Health Minister. This Indian research, this ICMR Council is established in 1911, and after that it's renamed in 1949 when countries become independent. And Sidesco is also launch, or you can say the establish one of the precious program, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia, or you can say the Pharmacovigilance program by the help of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, that is located at Ghaziabad, under the regulatory, under the affiliation of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare program. So in this video we have to finish it, you know. So as of now I'm going to end this video, and thank to all my colleagues and their friends. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.